Hi, welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. Today we are doing your one card pull for the week for each zodiac sign, okay? So we are doing September 8th through the 14th, and we are starting with the water signs. I'm going to do a different deck for each element. So for the water signs, I'm doing the cat full of spiders. Oh, look, and we have the death card, Scorpio energy in the reverse on the bottom. So we are starting off with the water signs, okay? We're going to start off with Pisces. So Pisces, what does your week look like for September 8th through the 14th? Pisces. Pisces, for you, I'm getting like something's come to an end, but I also feel like you're not ready for this ending. I feel like you're like not ready to let go, or you're not ready to change, but something here I feel like is already at the limit or already at the end of something. But let's see what your week is looking like, Pisces. September 8th through the 14th. Pisces. I keep feeling like I have a hair, like I have hair in my mouth. And that is a phrase that it's said like when people talk with like hairs in their mouth or without hairs in their mouth. It's just an expression in Spanish that says like when somebody's able to talk without hairs in their mouth, it means that they're able to just like say things, like express them. And being that I keep feeling a hair like stuck in my mouth as I'm doing your reading, I feel like there's something, Pisces, this week that you might have a hard time saying that, you know, because again, if you talk without hairs in your mouth, you're able to just spit it out. But with you, I feel hairs in my mouth, so I feel like you're having a hard time getting something across or expressing something. And again, I feel like maybe something has ended, but maybe you're not ready to say it or how to say it or something, right? But let's see, Pisces, September 8th through the 14th, Pisces. Okay, and we got the Lovers in the reverse. Look at that Gemini energy. Oh, it's okay. We have a, it's all pink, right? It's all pink, heart chakra, love. And so it's in the reverse, so maybe needing, again, to let go of something. This could be a relationship, could be any type of relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, but something in your life that you are needing to let go. But again, maybe having a hard time coming to terms with it yourself, or just having a hard time to get the words across. But it looks like something has reached an end here for you, Pisces, and you're just having a hard time letting go. Also needing some self-love. So it's maybe like that love that you were giving to that person, or wanting from that person, or focusing so much on that person. It's like you need to give it to yourself, okay? So needing to focus on yourself, give yourself that self-love. And if you feel like something has come to an end, then put it to an end. Why drag it, right? Why drag it out? Okay, so now we're moving to Cancer. Cancer, what is your week looking like? September 8th through the 14th. Cancer. Cancer, I feel like you might be dealing with another water sign this week, Cancer. Or there might be a water sign that has their eyes on you. I feel like there's eyes on you, Cancer. And it might be from another water sign. But let's see what we have here. Oh, and it flew. Okay, let me get that. 1 second. Wow. And we have the Knight of Wands, okay? We have the Knight of Wands, Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. So it's like you are moving forward to maybe do something, take some type of initiative, do some type of work, roll up your sleeves. I feel like this week you're probably rolling up your sleeves and getting into some type of action, doing something. Maybe you're going to be working really hard this week. You know, you're going to do extra work, maybe extra work extra hours, or just rolling up your sleeve, doing something to maybe help somebody at their work, or, you know, do some type of side job on the weekend or something like that. But I do feel like there's a lot of work here for you this week. A lot of work, a lot of rolling up your sleeves and getting in there. So, you know, so this is a very busy week for you, Cancer, okay? And again, it might have to do with helping another water sign, or maybe a fire sign. But I do feel like there is a water sign that has their eyes on you, though, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Scorpio. Scorpio, what is your week looking like? September 8th through the 14th, Scorpio. Scorpio. I'm already seeing the number 8 for you, Scorpio, and Scorpio is 8th house. So something taking place in your house of transformation. Something is changing here for you, Scorpio. Oh, that card just flew out. Let me take a peek at it because we aren't ready yet. And it is the 7 of Cups. Look at that. 7 of Cups just wanted to fly out. That is Pisces energy. Okay, having choices. Maybe you have choices this week, Scorpio. Ooh, too many cards. Okay, maybe you have choices this week, Scorpio, over something that is changing, something that is shifting for you. Scorpio, September 8th through the 14th. It is so freaking hot. Scorpio, there we go. And we have the 5 of Wands, of course, Scorpio. Of course, this would come out for you, okay? So, fire element, Aries, Leo, Sag. There could be a lot of pettiness around you this week. Maybe people, I'm hearing backhanded compliment. So, you might be getting a lot of that, okay? You know, somebody saying, oh, you look nice this week, you know, you look nice this time, you know what I mean? It might be something like that, Scorpio, because of course you're always being hated on. There's always conflict, and I do feel a lot of pettiness here around you, okay? But like I said, I am feeling the number 8, so maybe something at your work, okay? Maybe something at your work is changing, or maybe the vibe is changing at your work where you're going to feel a lot of like competition and a lot of pettiness here from people, okay? All right, so now now we're gonna move on to the air signs, and we're gonna start with Libra. Now we're going to be using the Cute Ghost Tarot, okay? So I'm gonna use a different deck for each element. And we're going to start off with Libra, September 8th through the 14th. Libra, what is your week looking like? Oh, come on. These cards just want to fly. They want to go too fast. So maybe you want something to move quickly this week, Libra. Maybe you want things to move quickly. Okay, could be a lot of things going on. We do know that the air signs are always multitasking. So maybe you want things to move quickly, but let's see. Libra, September 8th through the 14th, Libra. What is your week looking like? I'm seeing your third eye being more open too this week. Oh, wow. We have the Queen of Blades in the reverse, okay? Air element, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It is in the reverse, so... and then we have the Page of Sticks on the bottom. So maybe having a week where, again, where I said like maybe you want things to move quickly, you're maybe multitasking, and this might have your mood a little bit bad. You might be a little bit upset over whatever the situation is, or you might have people having words with you, right? Because I do feel like this is an energy of maybe you wanting to put up your wall because people want you to put up your dukes. You know what I mean? That type of energy. So this might be a week of like, you know, just people like trying you. You know what I mean? Like, try me. Just try me. Like, I'm not the one. You know what I mean? I feel like this week you're going to be like, I'm not the one. Just try me. So maybe just, again, yeah, maybe put up some walls, right? Put up some walls, put up some boundaries, so that people won't be bothering you, okay? All right, Libra. So let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, what is your week looking like? September 8th through the 14th. Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh, these cards are just wanting to fly out. Yeah, I feel like the air signs definitely want things to move quickly. Or you might have a week where it's like everything's just a lot, you know, a lot going on in one week. Okay, Aquarius. This card wanted to come out. We have the Page of Blades in the reverse, air element, okay? So let's see. Air element. Aquarius. 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 Oh, it is so freaking hot. Aquarius. Okay, and we have the King of Cups in the reverse. To me, normally the King of Cups is Scorpio, but it could also be Cancer, Pisces. It is in the reverse. Maybe feeling a little bit down too is what I'm getting here, Aquarius. Maybe having your mood a little bit off, a little bit down. Maybe also feeling like you just want some alone time, like leave me alone type of energy, where you're not wanting to interact with people, okay? And people might thinking that you're ignoring them, or like being mean to them or something like that. But I feel like this might be a week where you're just trying to kind of keep yourself together by having some distance, by having some time to yourself, okay? Yeah, and that's what I feel like you might need, just a minute for yourself. You know, again, this might be a week where it's a lot going on, you're multitasking, you're always doing a lot. And so this might be a week where you're just trying to kind of like, you know, shut down a little bit, okay? But also just be careful, you know, not let yourself get like, you know, too isolated, because then you might start to feel depressed, right? And I also feel like you're always helping everybody, and it's like you need a break. And that's what I am feeling here for this week. Like you're just needing a break because you're doing too much, you're multitasking, and you're helping everyone and their mama. So you are going to need a break, Aquarius, okay? All right, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, what is your week looking like, Gemini? September 8th through the 14th, Gemini. Gemini, you need to drink more water. I'm hearing you need to drink more water, Gemini. Okay, let's see. Oh, 2 cards flipped out. Let me just peek at them. We have the King of Wands and Justice. Oh, my goodness. You might be seeing somebody get their karma this week, too. Okay, I feel like you might see something work out in your favor, because maybe you had somebody that had kind of like bully energy towards you and was getting things like they were getting the favor. And I feel like maybe this week, Gemini, you're getting the favor. But let's see. Gemini, what is your week looking like for September 8th through the 14th? Ooh. Gemini, what is your week looking like? I think the 13th might have a significance for you, the 13th, because we are doing September 8th through the 14th, but I think the 13th of this week will be a day of importance for you. September 13th. Okay, we have 2, but I'm only going to take 1. We have the King of Sticks in the reverse. See, there we have it. There's, like I said, like that bully energy. So we do have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And so we do have the King of Sticks here. So I do feel like, again, somebody, you're going to see somebody get their karma. Somebody, like, you know, get what they have coming to them, because they've probably been against you, or saying things about you, or just attacking you, right? And it's like now this week you're going to see something play out. And like I said, I feel like the 13th might be a significance for you. It might be this day that you see this person get their, you know, get their downfall, right? I guess we could say, instead of you, because it seems like it was on you, where you were kind of made to be the bad guy and this person was the good guy. And it's like now the balances are going to turn, okay? All right, so that is it for the air signs. And now we are moving to the earth signs. Okay, we're going to the earth signs. And we are going to start off with Taurus. Okay, Taurus, what is your week looking like? September 8th through the 14th for Taurus. Taurus, September 8th through the 14th. I feel throat, so something maybe with your throat, Taurus. You might have a throat issue this week. maybe a sore throat. Okay. Taurus, what is your week looking like? September 8th through the 14th, Taurus. I just saw a notification that says love my job. So maybe good things at your job or something, okay? And we have the Four of Wands. Look at that celebration, the card of celebration. Maybe something good is happening at your job, or you're celebrating something, you know. Here she's watching, Lydia is watching Adam and what was it, Barbara, dancing and like celebrating. And so here you might be watching a celebration this week, or participating, or you know, you're joining in, or there might be a celebration, like I said, at your work or something. Good, because that notification said love my job. So here's a celebration where maybe they're celebrating you, they're giving you your props, or saying good job, you know, something, a promotion, a raise, something good happening, maybe getting some extra money coming in. Okay, why am I putting the cards away? Okay, so next we're moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, what is your week looking like? September 8th through the 14th. Capricorn. September 8th through the 14th, Capricorn. That was very fast, okay? And we have the Page of Swords in the reverse. So you might not have communication with somebody, but it looks like they are still watching you. They might be spying on you, okay? He's wearing his suit and he has his eyebrow lifted. So there's somebody, this could be somebody watching you, but in a very like judgmental way. And here with it being in the reverse, again, it's like they maybe just, somebody wants to see what you're up to. It's like they're checking in on you, but in a very like nosy way. It's almost like they want to see if something negative is going on with you. You know what I mean? Like that's probably, they don't want to see the good things. They want to see the bad things. So if you're posting things, don't post anything negative this week, okay? You know, post nice pictures, positive things or whatever, because I feel like this person is looking, like nitpicking for something that is going to give them joy, which would be something like not good for you. You know what I mean? Like they want to see something negative this week, Capricorn. So don't give them that pleasure. Do not give this person this pleasure of saying, oh, Capricorn's having a bad week. Don't let them see you sweat. Okay, that's what I just heard. Don't let them see you sweat. So, okay, keep it on the low, Cappy. All right, now we're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo, what is your week looking like? September 8th through the 14th. Virgo. Virgo. September 8th through the 14th. Virgo, you might have a cat, or maybe you're getting a cat this week. But I'm seeing a cat, Virgo, with you this week. I'm seeing a cat. It's so freaking hot. Okay. Virgo, September 8th through the 14th. This card wants to peek out. Let me just see what it is. It is the Ten of Pentacles, okay? It is the Ten of Pentacles, legacy and wealth, money. It came out again. Are you kidding me? Okay. So then I guess that is your card. The Ten of Pentacles, which it is Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, legacy and wealth. So maybe you are like planning for the future, or like really saving your money so that you can use it for something, or you know, or have it for something invested, or buy a home, or have it for your loved ones or something. But I feel like maybe this week you're working really hard because you are saving that coin, you are collecting your money, because you're trying to do something that is going to be lasting. You know, it's not like you just want to go and blow it at Disneyland or something like that. It's like you're trying to save it for something that is going to be lasting here. So you're working very hard this week on getting that coin. Oh, I like that. Maitland Hardware. Hardware, yeah. Maybe building, right? Building. You might be, yeah, working towards having money to, you know, to have a house, to have something for your loved ones. Okay, so now we are moving on to the fire signs. We are going to be using the Santa Muerte deck for for the fire signs, okay? We're going to start off with Saggy. Saggy, what is your week looking like? September 8th through the 14th. I want to say August for some reason, Saggy. September 8th through the 14th. Saggy, what is your week looking like? I feel like there's something that you want to do. I'm hearing you have an itch that you want to scratch. And I'm hearing it as in like there's something you want to do. There's this thing on your mind, this feeling that you have like, I got to do it, right? And you're not going to be at peace until you go and do it. So maybe there's some type of adventure, right? Sagittarius is always off on some adventure. Maybe there's some, oh, this card came out right away. And let's see. We have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. So letting go of burden. So maybe you've been burdened and this is a week where you're letting go of burdens. You're like, I don't have anything to do this week. I'm free this week and I'm going to go do this thing I've been wanting to do. So maybe this week is the week where you're feeling like, I can take a deep breath. And even if you don't go anywhere, you can probably just be at home and chill, because I feel like this is a week where you're free, where you're off, where you're, you know, the responsibilities aren't as heavy. I mean, we always have responsibilities, right? We're always having things we need to do. But I feel like this week, it's just like your load is lightened, or maybe you have somebody help you with that load this week, or you just were able to do whatever you needed to do. And now you're free this week to, you know, have some more me time, more downtime, whatever it is, right? So I do feel like this is the week where you're going to feel that a little bit of a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. Okay, so now we're going to go to Leo. Leo, what is your week looking like? September 8th through the 14th, Leo. September 8th through the 14th, Leo. Okay. I'm seeing 80s style, so maybe you like 80s style, or you're gonna wear something 80s style this week or something like that, you know. But I'm seeing something 80s style this week for you, Leo. I like 80s style too. Okay, September 8th through the 14th. Whoa, that was pretty fast. Okay, and we have the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, and she does, why do I feel like I have something pulling on me here? And so she does seem to be thinking, like you got it in the reverse, but in the upright, she's kind of like, So she's thinking, right? The 8 of Cups is about walking away. It is about moving on, even though it's difficult. And when it's in the reverse, to me, I feel like it's very difficult. To me, it's almost kind of like I'm leaving, but I'm not ready to leave. Or it's like I have my bags packed, but I'm not ready to walk out the door. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I still kind of need that push. I know I need to do it, but I still need that push. And with her here thinking, she's like, like this, you know, with her hand on her face. So you might really be thinking, is this the right decision for me? Is this really what I want? Because once I leave, things change. Like this is something that is a change here for you. So something is changing here for you. You might be moving. I'm seeing purple here, even though there's no purple in the card. It's so dark, but I'm seeing purple here for you. So, you know, crown chakra. So I do feel like maybe that you're really thinking a lot this week on how to leave, or how do I get, you know, what do I do to get this push to leave? So there's something here that you are about to change, because I am seeing like somebody that's ready to do something, but maybe not feeling or thinking you're quite ready, but knowing that you're ready, okay? Maybe moving, right? Maybe you're deciding to move or leave something, or leave a job, or leave something behind, or some type of change, right? Reflecting a lot on the past too is what I'm getting, Leo, and that's probably why I was seeing 80s, like 80s style stuff for you, because it's maybe like reflection of the past and needing to move forward. Okay, so now we're going to go to Aries. Aries, what is your week looking like? September 8th through the 14th, Aries. What is your week looking like? I just heard my love, my love. So maybe that's something you say to someone or something that somebody says to you. But I heard my love. Interesting. Okay. Aries, September 8th through the 14th. Aries, September 8th through the 14th. Too many cards, but we do have the Two of Wands in the reverse and the Fool. Okay, making a decision about a new beginning here, Aries. Maybe a decision about moving forward and maybe getting into a relationship or going out with somebody, starting something new, right? Starting something new and saying, should I do it? Should I not? Should I go out with this person? Should I ask them? Or should I ask them for the next step? Or whatever your situation is, right, Aries? I thought I saw a cat out here, but there's no cat. But like I said, I did hear my love right away. So, yeah, this might have to do with a love situation for you, Aries, this week. Or maybe getting out there and meeting somebody or asking somebody out that you've already met. Let's see what it is. September 8th through the 14th, Aries. September 8th through the 14th. There's this card again. The Two of Wands. It had came out with the Fool, and now it's here. It's back again. Okay, so yeah, needing to make a decision, but it's like holding yourself back. It's like, you know, when it's in the reverse, sometimes to me, this tells me that you weren't able to make the decision, or you weren't doing the decision kind of like promptly. So it was made for you. So somebody else has maybe made the decision for you. And with this, like my love, hearing my love, maybe this person's like, look, Aries, I know you like me. I like you. Let's go out. You know what I mean? It might be something like that. Or it just could be starting something new, you know, just a new path in life or starting something new. But again, I do feel like this is something that maybe you didn't decide, and so it was decided for you. Okay, let me just take a look at the bottom. I'm very curious. And we have the King of Wands. Look at that. There it is. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so you're taking charge, you know, very passionate, a lot of passion here. So being very driven. So yeah, so if you're not, you know, taking the initiative to start this, somebody's going to start it for you. They're going to basically give you that help, you know, to be like, Aries, I know you want to take that trip, so I went ahead and booked us. Or Aries, I know you want to work where I work, so I mentioned you to my boss. Like something like that. Like somebody is going to go ahead and take some type of initiative to help you in something. Okay. All right, well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.